Okay guys, some more Saber-tooth Tiger videos coming up. It's issues 62 and 63. Or should that be 62 part 2 and 63? Let's get into the build. Okay guys, so there's not really that much to do for 62 part 2, because obviously it was Tyrannosaurus that was mostly being used in this. However, we have several pieces here, so need to bring Saber-tooth Tiger into position. Find these two pieces and two black screws. And these will come into here, which I guess will be giving it just a little bit more support. Oh, that is
eventually
just very, very tight fit there. And then that will get screwed in. Okay, after that we want to take these two pieces, which will be this way around by the looks of it. And okay, we want all the bits. So we want two black screws. We want the silicone washer, I think, and possibly. Okay, insert the metal washer and a thin silicone ring, and then yeah. Funny we don't get like spare the metal washer here. Okay, so we got that, and that's already open. Yeah, these do not like coming out. Like trying to get these silicone rings, and in my head it's just going ring, 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 making me think of Go Juja. So, is that going through? Yeah, that goes through there. So, we want to take the metal washer, silicone washer, then put it through here. And then on this piece, put the silicone in there, I think. Well, that can't be, yeah, that is. Why is it not going in, out, whatever? Okay guys, so another little interlude here. If you look at the instructions, that collar does not appear in the instructions that we've just put on in the last step. I did say in a previous video where you put the shoulders together and then the legs on, put the collar on first and look at where I've placed it in that video, which I can show you again now. Is slightly further down than it is at the moment in the video. The moment the video's got it right up against this piece, so you want it a little bit further down. The only easy way of getting that done is by not having the shoulders together. And with the struggles I had both here, where I moved it too far into the shoulders, I'm actually going to cut to after I've done that, because I spend way too long struggling around with this. I move it way too far in, and then later on when I'm attaching the body, which I think is in the next video, I then had to take the whole thing apart to then move it to the right place, because the plastic of the body molds around this. So if this is too far in, you've got the screw post in the way. So it has to be at just the right point that, yeah, it has to be at just the right point, otherwise one bit won't fit or the other bit won't fit. It's a ridiculous piece, and with the magic of editing, I can make the first part of 62's instructions appear here, and then the other bit here, and oh look, you put the collar on and then the collar's disappeared from the instructions. I mean, you think they would have sorted that, considering it's probably the same as in the French instructions? I don't know. But hey, let's get back into the build, and hopefully you guys have a much easier time than I did. Okay, so I've managed to get it a bit further in. Although, like I say, on the instructions, it's not on there at all. So that's really quite confusing, the fact that it's not even there. Really not quite sure what's supposed to be happening there, because it's just, it's not there. Alright, use this screw and get it in there. Come on, get on there, and then get in there. Which will hopefully, yeah, there we go. And then use the other one in here somewhere. Right up in here. There we go. So there we go. That is the result of 62. If anyone's wondering how I did get that in, I had to take this off and sort of stretch that out a bit. I will put a note in the previous video that, yeah, you might not want to put the legs on until you put that on, because that was not easy. Anyway, let's get on to 63. Okay, so we're looking at a few familiar type parts here. So if anyone who's following on as I'm uploading these videos, you will find this a little bit similar to what we've already done with the Triceratops. Obviously this is going to be one of the bits that connects the thing to the thing. What am I thinking of? The T-Rex. The T-Rex legs are going to plug into these parts. Okay, so that's the first bit of that. That's whatever that is. Where is, there. So we've got this bit here, and this will, it goes in that way, that will come in here. Okay, so with that in there, we'll take these parts. This will come in here. Just find a way to line up that piece, which, there we go, that goes in. Then Okay, so that's gonna go that way up, and then that's gonna slot over that bit there. That's gonna come over the top, so all this will come together. Squeeze it all in nicely, come on. I'm sure that'll come together better once we've got the screws. We need the screws. Screws are here. Does anyone wince when I use like the blade to like open this stuff, or are you just waiting to laugh at me? Okay, so we've got the bar, we've got this piece again. Just pop this through here. Obviously, if it doesn't go in easily straight away, just give it a little squeeze, and that usually helps it. There we go. Make sure that's nice and flush, and then that will sit quite nicely in here. So that's going to be the belly, I think. And then bringing back the main body, that is going to plug in quite nicely. That's going to go into there, the top of that bit that plugs in, and these two bits are going to go in there. So do it till you feel it. It'll be a nice little bit to squeeze as well. And then we've got some more screws here. Alright, so now let's use the longer screw. There we go. Okay, and so looks like we're going to finish that off with using these. So this one's got a slant, so that'll go there. Oh, that one's sort of indented, so that will go there. Oh wow, that looks really nice and smooth on the bottom there, so that's really good. That's obviously where the cannon is going to sit, and that gives you a good idea of the length of this piece. Obviously we've still got the sides and the leg and the cannons to do, so it'll probably end about here, because that's obviously got to be able to fit the leg in. Yeah, this is coming on nice. I'll see you guys in the next vid.